Hello YouTube, Vadman here with a tutorial slash explanation video about TNT and TNT cannons. First I'm going to start with the basics. I wanted to do a video about TNT for those of you who don't know about Minecraft TNT and how it works, and some cannon designs, different types of cannons, some of which I made, some of which my friends made. So, this is a block of TNT. You place it like a normal block. You can break it by left-clicking it. Right-clicking it doesn't do anything. You'll just place another block. To detonate it, you'll need fire or flint and steel. To activate it with flint and steel, right-click it. It'll explode, causing explosion, destroying blocks, and creating a blast force. So if I was closer to it and I didn't have creative on, I would get hurt. It can be activated by redstone like this, by having a button or a torch. It could be activated with a repeater. It could be activated by redstone going on one block above it. And that's pretty much it. Then the physics of TNT becomes pretty interesting, how it works in water and how it flies around. When detonated, TNT, when primed, once I right-click it, it turns like a whitish blinking TNT, and in that stage it stays for 5 seconds until exploding. In that stage, it is an entity. It could be pushed around by blast forces, which is what principal TNT cannons use. So, in water, that's another part of TNT cannons. Primed TNT does not create or does not destroy blocks, so it creates a blast force. So, like, if I had survival on and I ungodded, it will not blow up the area, but I will take damage, as you can see here. Yes. So, the blocks were not actually blown up, which is very important if you want to make a cannon that can be reloaded multiple times. So now, let's start with the TNT cannons. Another way of creating a TNT cannon is by having a chain reaction of TNT. What this mini cannon does, this cannon blows up itself, but it primes the first row of TNT, which prime the rest of the TNT, or most of the rest of the TNT, which then scatter the other TNT around into the air. I did not create this cannon. Ethos Lab actually created this type of cannon. It is very destructive, but blows up itself and an area around it, which is why people have created different types of cannons, such as the actual cannons that propel a charge of TNT. So this is the most simplest cannon you can possibly create, with only one block that pushes and one actual shot. This is the TNT that gets propelled into the direction that you want. This is the block of TNT that propels that block. How it works is you detonate the bottom block first. As soon as it's detonated, water pours that way. How it is soaking the TNT in water, causing it to create a blast force without blowing up the cannon. After around 4 seconds of detonating that TNT, you detonate this TNT. This TNT falls down and gets stuck on the ladder in primed state, so it's about to blow up in 5 seconds. But then this TNT finishes blowing up, and the blast force of this block propels this block. This is how every TNT cannon works, pretty much. Except some are more powerful, some are more convenient for different things. So let's start with firing this cannon. This is a semi-automatic cannon, so what that means is you have to push 2 buttons. And this cannon is very quick to build, easy to build. Doesn't take a lot of resources, but does not shoot far because it only has one propeller block. And is not very accurate and reliable because you have to push 2 buttons, so if you take too long pushing this button, the cannon will blow up. Let's start. That was around 4 seconds, maybe a little bit more, between the 2 pushes. This block of TNT was primed. Then as I pushed this button, this block fell down here, and the blast force of this one propelled this one over here. And then this one exploded. So it didn't propel very far, and it didn't blow up that much. So then you can enhance that design by making a more powerful, larger design. It's pretty much the same thing, except it only uses 1 button, and I'll explain how that works. And it has, let's see, 7 blocks of TNT, because water flows up to 7 blocks. Or no, 8 blocks, actually, counting the source. So it'll flow up to here, so this block, inclusively, will get soaked by water. It's only 1 button, so we have repeaters here that detonate the shot of TNT around 4.5 seconds after the booster TNT. And the advantage of this is it's more reliable, and also it's safer, and you don't have to worry about pushing a second button. That's pretty much it. Let's test it. As you can see, that went off, and the charge is going to the shot, and the shot got propelled all the way over there, where it blew up and destroyed the ground. So it flew, it exploded the same amount as this cannon, but flew a lot further. So then we go into the next cannon. Also, I wanted to point out, in this cannon, we have the booster TNT, triggered off by redstone, like this, and the shot with repeaters. In this design, we have actually 2 stacks of TNT. Or no, excuse me, 4 stacks. 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. Yeah, there we go. So that'll create more blast force, even though only 1 shot of TNT gets propelled. And the difference about the booster tracks in this one, the shot gets propelled the same way with, or detonated the same way with repeaters. But the booster tracks, or the booster TNT, gets detonated by repeaters that power the walls. So they alternate, so these repeaters power this wall, so the top layer, all of the top TNT. This one powers the second layer. Those repeaters power the third layer, and those repeaters power the fourth layer. What that means is that the TNT is completely enclosed by the block here, cobblestone, so it doesn't have a chance to misfire. Another thing about TNT, when it gets detonated, TNT has a chance to slightly move. As you saw there, it moved slightly to either side, and that direction is chosen randomly. Sorry about all the stupid slimes. So that's another problem with open cannon designs like those, where if you don't build it carefully, then TNT can jump out of the water and get stuck and blow up the cannon. Which is why this cannon is very reliable and very powerful, so it shoots incredibly long range. So let's give it a test, I guess. As you saw, all 4 layers went down, the shot got detonated, and it got launched. It flew, let's see, approximately 2 times further, and all of those cannons are approximately at the same height, but they may be a couple blocks off, which could be affecting distance. But if you raise one of those cannons, you can get a much further distance. So as you can see, it exploded the same amount, but flew further. Another enhancement you can give to make this cannon or the shot fly further is not very prepared, sorry. If you get rid of this block, you can have actually two things happening. It makes the cannon less reliable because those TNT can jump to this side and get stuck on the ladder. But this block of TNT, when it gets shot, it can fly up instead of being propelled horizontally. So that's better, but it makes the cannon less reliable because if you get rid of like at least one block, the TNT that is here can jump up and get stuck on top of this TNT or the ladder. So that was that cannon design, the repeater 4-stack cannon design. Then this cannon can be improved to be even taller. It can be as tall as you want as long as you control the delay, because all of the booster TNT have to be detonated at exactly the same time. And you can check out another video I have specifically dedicated to this design. It also shoots only one shot of TNT.
Alright.
So, once again, this is the 10-stack cannon, and it works exactly the same as that cannon, except it's taller. And we have my assistant here, Fail Monster.
Awesome.
Who is also called Jeffrey. And he will push the button for us. Can you push
Button.
it? It's on the other side of the obsidian. Yeah, there, you found it. There you go. So you can see that first the booster tracks, or the booster TNT falls down, then the shot gets detonated, and boom! The TNT flies at, let's see, two times further than the 4-stack one. So you can increase the height of this one to make it shoot even further. But it only shot one block of TNT. So guys, we have a slightly different modified version of the 10-stack cannon that I was previously showing to you. This is a shotgun version that I just created, so it might not work properly, but let's hope it does. What it is instead of having one shot of TNT that gets launched, it has 5. So it has 5 times more explosive damage. So let's see how this works. I'm afraid it won't, but okay, please work. Boom. Boom. Okay, I think okay, the cannon didn't blow up. That's good. Oh, you see the house?
Yeah, there's my house.
So the actual blocks of TNT, I think, got scattered. So one shot landed here, one shot landed over there.
How many TNT things were there?
That's at 5. But they may have, like, I see these craters are bigger than the previous ones, so that's actually a pretty good thing.
Yeah.
You have found the house of Jeffrey. This is the house of Jeffrey. You can break one house and one sign and all of them break. So my last cannon, let's see. Yeah, the last cannon is something my friend created. His name is Brian. You don't know him. But he created no, not Jedi Laser. Random Pain.
Oh.
That's
Close
John.
Close enough.
What this cannon does is it has 10 rounds, so you don't need to reload it between 10 shots. So all you do is you keep clicking this button, and I will show you. So I click it once.
This is cool.
And after all the pistons go off, I'll explain how it works. It shoots, bam. And then after it shot once, you can push it again, and it will fire again. So let me quickly show you how that works. It's actually incredibly unoptimized how he did it, but it's better than nothing. Yeah, it works. So it is a 3-stack cannon, so it has 3 booster stacks. It works by having pistons properly timed with gravel. So let's say right now it's ready. So as soon as I press the button, all the booster tracks get pushed inside the cannon by these pistons, and then the cannon instantly needs to reload, and by pushing the top pistons right here, it pushes this gravel down, and then new gravel takes its place. And it works similarly for the whole thing, like this. So these just push, and the gravel falls, and it does it again, and so on. So you can shoot multiple times. You just have to wait for the cannon to shoot, and then you can just press it again. Because if you spam it, bad things will happen. Yeah, I've never tried what happens.
Try spamming it.
I don't want to. I think
Do it
I
on the
know.
last two.
I'll just copy paste another one in.
Yeah.
Oh no, I just did it, I think. Oh yeah, that's what happened. So this cannon isn't exactly fail-proof because he didn't put obsidian where the TNT gets pushed in. So one TNT can push another out of the way, pushing iron blocks around. So what this cannon did, we shot like around 7 shots. It has a 10-shot clip. It doesn't shoot too far, but it can cause a trench because the first TNT fell here, let's say. Then it caused this hole. Stupid things. Caused the hole. The next one landed in the hole, causing a bigger hole. The next one landed further in the hole, and so on. And I guess you could make this theoretically even larger. Except, yeah, you can have pretty much an infinite clip, but it'll take so much work adjusting the timing, and you'll have.
Yeah.
So you can each piston can only push 16 blocks or 12 blocks, one of the two. So you'll have a bunch of like pushing things around, and it's gonna be annoying. So actually, let me try. See. Okay. Let me see what happens if I make it more fail-safe. And then we do that again.
How are you gonna do that?
Like spam it. Put obsidian. So obsidian can be pushed by pistons. So that way the pistons can't push through the walls of the cannon. So like if it keeps pushing when it shouldn't, it'll just slam into the obsidian and won't go any further. So this should be more fail-safe. I don't know how fail-safe it is. It probably isn't that fail-safe, so let's try it.
Just make everything around it.
I'm spamming like a lot.
I can notice. Wow. I don't think it's actually shooting. Yes, it is. Oh yeah, it is.
So it's not fully fail-safe.
It took a while for it. Oh god, lag.
This is a good cannon design if you use it properly, and you can actually, instead of having a button that you press multiple times, you can have a clock that automatically sends out pulses every so often. So.
Yeah. And what the game did to it was make it extremely inaccurate. Like, TNT went behind it.
What?
Now look.
Yeah. I think that's it for this TNT/TNT cannons video. I will put a schematic of at least the Brian cannon up in the description. Maybe even all of them. I don't know. If I feel like it. So yeah, thanks for watching. And see you guys in another episode. Please leave a like, comment, subscribe, and see you guys next time.
Do it.
Bye-bye.